everyone, I'm Eric.
I'm Craig.
And we are part of Whose Turn Board Games. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the game Star Realms. This is actually the Frontiers version of it, which I think is the expansion part of it.
Yeah, it's a standalone, but...
Yeah, and I think it's pretty much standard that comes with it nowadays. But yeah, this game is it's a really fun one. It's a two-player. Usually you can play with more, but recommended for two. And it is a deck builder, so to speak, where you have a set of cards. You do whatever the cards do. You lay down ships to do damage to the player, or I think damage their
bases.
No, not their bases. Their authority. That's the word I was looking for. Or you can buy cards from the markets, the ships or bases, and use them in your cards. You do a lot of shuffling with this game, as it's a deck builder of sorts. But that's the general idea. It's just kind of a two-player beat 'em up, so to speak, with spaceships. So,
yeah.
With that, I'd say let's just get right into the review. It's going to be one of my favorite ones. I really think it's well-rounded. It does everything in it very, very well. I really enjoy the feel of it. I enjoy how, the four different factions all have a theme to them, and they work out really well when you stack them together. I really, really like that, and it's really, really nice.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite two-player card games out there. I really like how each faction specializes in certain things. Some color deck, some give you extra draw, some just do raw damage, some heal you. But I also feel the only downside, I would say, the only con that I have, which if you're going to play a card game, it's going to be in all of them. It's the luck of the draw functionality. What happens to come up on your turn, and when you buy something, if the wrong card comes up for them to buy first and you have no access to it, kind of can blow, but it's just an aspect of all deck building card games, essentially. So
yeah, no, I agree that is a big downfall when you buy a card and you're like, yeah, I feel pretty good about buying that 2-gem card, and then a one card flips up. I can't think of the yellow one, but it's they one coin and they discard a card. You're like, well, that's going to be great. I'm just discarding cards for the rest of the game now, And that sucks, but that is part of the game. That is definitely something against it. I just love how quick it is. Oh yeah. Because really, if you are playing and you have two people who know what they're doing and can play pretty good, you can probably pump this out in 10-15 minutes. It's this is the game. This is the whole thing. It's very travelable. Wife and I actually played it when we did a vacation up north for a weekend, and we played it 15 times in the hotel, just kind of between different things. We just need to kind of go unwind. We play a couple of games and we go do something else. So I love how quick it is and mobile.
The only downside I really have to the game, and it may have changed over the years with different makings or whatever, but is the way to keep track of your life total or authority or whatever, however it's called.
Yeah, that sucks. I hate that. That's my biggest gripe with the game.
Because it's harder to really tell, and if you accidentally mess up or something. But this game, like he was saying, can end pretty quick. You could have 20 some health, and then if someone just gets out, and there's many times in this game where you'll basically play your whole deck out.
Yeah. If you do it right, yeah, you can. Yep, hands down.
If you're gonna go heavy, I've never actually won this game going heavy blue. It's always a yellow, because you pretty much need yellow in your deck at all times, because it's the one aspect of the game where it gives you a lot of draw functionality. And typically in card games in general, you want deck manipulation, draw cards, culling, however, in order to play. But I don't think I've ever won a game of this playing heavy blue. It's always been heavy green or yellow or red, and just kind of a mixture of those.
Yeah. No, and I would see that, but I think that to counter that, it kind of that's the whole point of blue. I think that the green is the heavy damage, but it doesn't really have a lot of support. So you need something to support that. You need the blue for the healing or for the draw card functionality of the yellow. Just like with the scrapping of the red, like, you know what I mean? Like, you need to have you need to have a combination of two different colors. Because even going heavy red, yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of damage, but that's all you're going to be doing. You're not going to be drawing cards. You're not going to be really doing anything else. So yellow is a lot of draw card, discard, enemy discard, so that's a really good one. But they just all have their own themes.
Yeah.
But I agree that the healing is nice, but it's definitely, that's one area that could get worked on a little bit.
Yeah, and I guess, like, the only reason why healing doesn't seem to outshine the raw damage, like we said before, is because you can sometimes in this game literally get out your entire 20 card deck in one round, and how are you able to out heal your entire deck of damage? It's
30
awesome.
damage, yeah. Yep, no, it can be pretty ugly, but that's what I love about it, is that you have complete control over this game. So if you have a horrible game, it's your fault. Spoilers. I hate to blame you, but you are the cause of your own actions. So that's definitely how it is. And sometimes it's luck of the draw, sometimes it's just how it is, which is unfortunate. Sometimes you'll get 8 coin cards sitting at the front there, and they sit there for 15 minutes because you can't get enough money to buy one to clear it. But that's part of the game. That you have that so infrequently that it's so well rounded, it's so well done that that doesn't really happen that often. You'll have that once out of every 100 games, literally, and it's a small price to pay having that one bad game out of 100.
Yeah, yeah. The only game that I've ever seen that's like a deck building-esque game that doesn't really have the luck of the draw functionality as much is Dominion, because it has a certain set of cards that are available to everyone at all times, and your luck of the draw element is just simply what you draw. But well, this game I think is just great.
Yeah, no, hands down. Have nothing but good things, and the few bad really, like, they're so minuscule. There's just bad things because we played it so much. That's the only reason why. You know, this can go up to 6, and there's the versions like that, but we've never really done that. Just because the 2 times we played 3-player, typically it's one person getting picked on, like the best setup player, and then they die, and then it's a 2-player game. So I just don't think it's really meant for more than 2 people. They threw that in there, I think, just to kind of add it for options. So with that being said, I'm just going to jump right out there. I'm going to say this one's going to be a 9.4 on me. I will always play this game. I will always want to play this game. Well, that's a strong word, but always be willing to play this game because it's so quick, it's just so fun, and it's very easy to learn. It really doesn't take more than one time through and you got it down, and then you're just building your strategy and figuring out what to do. So definitely one of the ones that I will be playing for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I would definitely give this like a 9.5 or so, because especially with it being a 2-player game, I honestly don't know if there's a 2-player game that I would rather play more.
Yeah, no, it's a solid game. Definitely would recommend. Definitely should be, even if you don't own it, then the person that you always play board games with should have a copy. You should definitely be playing this game. It's really, really fun. If you like the deck buildings at all. If you don't, hey, this game's not for you. Simple as that. Because that's what this is.
Yeah.
True and true. Thank you for watching. I hope you found the review helpful. If you did, give it a like. If you want other board game content like reviews and how to play and setups, a couple of different opinion videos, that's kind of what we do, so consider subscribing. That would really help us out. Thank you all for watching. I've been Eric.
And I'm Craig.
And whose turn?